Hi, I'm Tiffany.
Do I look at the camera?
Yes.
And I'm Nathan.
Today we're going to be talking about the Best Picture nominees for this year's Oscars.
The Oscars, it's the biggest award show around, and it's that time of the year. We have it's 8, right? 8 nominees. We have seen every single one, so we'll give you our takes on each one. Alright, so first movie we have is BlacKkKlansman. That movie came out a while ago.
Somewhere in August of 2018.
I saw it twice in theaters. It has John David Washington, who's Denzel Washington's son. He's the lead in that. And Adam Driver. Was directed by Spike Lee. What are your thoughts on that one, Tiffany?
I thought it was a pretty great movie, and it was really powerful, especially the ending. I'm not going to say any spoilers, but
I liked it a lot. It's one of my favorite of these movies. It was a powerful movie, and Spike Lee, for all the times he's been snubbed, I feel like this was a good recognition for him in the Oscars.
Next up is Black Panther, and it's the first ever superhero movie to be nominated for Best Picture. And then key actors, there's a bunch of great actors in this movie. Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, and Angela Bassett, and many more. It was a really great movie that had a really great cultural impact.
It's a really good superhero movie. In general, I don't know how I feel about a superhero movie being nominated.
Yeah. We'll talk about that more later.
Okay. Next up, Bohemian Rhapsody. One of the best sellers on this list. Director Bryan Singer. Key actors Rami Malek.
Mr. Robot.
The guy. And then a few other people there too. Rami Malek.
Really that popular.
Yeah, Rami Malek, he's supposed to win Best Actor for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury. It's a movie, it's about Queen. It's a celebration of Queen. What do you think of the movie, Tiffany?
It sucked. It was just a compilation of key events of Queen, like just jumbled together. It just there was really no plot. I don't know. I mean, I liked it. Just watching it, but like it wasn't.
It's a good
feel-good movie.
Fun movie.
Yeah, it's like a good movie to sing along to.
But it's not the type of movie that should or has been nominated.
It should not have been nominated for Oscar.
It's a fun movie. Rami Malek's great in it, but I just think the premise of the movie and the way it goes should not have been nominated.
Yeah, I think he should win Best Actor though. He was pretty good.
He was good in it.
But overall, the picture as a whole was not. Alright, next up, The Favorite. It's about a queen who's kind of like sad and depressed, and then her two, what would you call them? Advisors try to cheer her up. It's kind of like a competition between the two advisors who her favorite is. It has Emma Stone in it, Rachel Weisz, and Olivia Colman, and they're all nominated for Best Supporting Actress or Best Leading Actress.
Yeah, Weisz and Stone both nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Neither of them are expected to get the nod. That's supposed to go to
Regina King.
Regina King from If Beale Street Could Talk. But they're great in it, and The Favorite. It's spelled with a U, not
like
just
the British way,
because
and has British accents in there.
Okay,
next up.
Next movie, Green Book. It's starring Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali,
who got an Oscar nomination.
So
both of them did.
Yeah, they both did. One for Best Actor, Mahershala Ali for Best Supporting Actor. He's supposed to win. He's great in it.
Yeah.
The movie's about a piano player in, I believe it's either the early 1960s or late 1950s.
Yes.
And he's a famous piano player, but he's African American, and he decides to go to the South
to tour
and have piano concerts because he's one of the best piano players in the world.
But we all know during that time in the South,
there's a lot of racial tension.
Yes.
So this is one of the favorites to win, not the favorite, but it's one of the favorites to potentially take the Oscar. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
It's a really great movie.
Next up is The Favorite. That is
Roma. Oh my gosh, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. He directed Gravity. He won Best Director for that, I'm pretty sure. And then the key actors, I don't really know them. Yalitza Aparicio. She's the main actress. I can't pronounce it right. But this is actually her very first movie to star in, and she got an Oscar nomination for it.
But regardless, Roma, it's a movie that takes place in the Roma district of Mexico City. It's
based on Alfonso Cuarón's childhood, but through the eyes of his nanny.
It's a depressing movie. It's a foreign language film, so you'll have to turn your subtitles on. A foreign language film has never won Best Movie, so this would be a first, but it is favored to win, and it's a really well put together movie, well directed, and
it was
great
amazing.
actors too. Next up is Vice. So Vice is directed by Adam McKay. Stars Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Steve Carell, and Sam Rockwell. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood. It's probably the reason it got nominated. Vice is a political movie about Dick Cheney, who was vice president of George Bush, the second Bush. Christian Bale was supposed to be the front runner for Best Actor, but now it seems
Rami Malek.
Right.
We don't really have an opinion on this because we don't know much about history, so.
I have some opinion. I know the basics of it. I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I think it's.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan.
I wasn't a huge fan because I didn't know. I'm really ignorant towards that. I don't know what happened throughout that whole thing. Last but not least, A Star Is Born. Director Bradley Cooper. It's his first movie that he directed. Key actors Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, and Sam Elliott. Lady Gaga's nominated for Best Leading Actress. Bradley Cooper's nominated for Best Actor, and then Sam Elliott for Best Supporting Actor. What did you think?
It's one of my favorite movies on this list. I thought it was.
I cried a lot.
There's the music is good. It's different. Obviously great actors, and Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga had a great performance.
Yes. I don't think they'll take Best Actor, Actress at all. I think Lady Gaga will take Best Song for Shallow.
Right.
I'm rooting for that, but. Yeah.
The story, it's been done a few times in Hollywood, and I haven't seen the other versions, but this take alone, it had dealt with a lot of different themes in society, and I think overall for the movie of its genre, it was put together really well.
Alright, so now our who we don't want to win, and who we do want to win.
And who we think will win.
Will win, yes.
Okay.
So don't want to win, I think we both agree.
What? There's probably two. Bohemian Rhapsody and Vice. I don't want Vice to win either, but Bohemian Rhapsody, I really don't want to win for a lot of different reasons.
Because I just don't think it should have been nominated for Best Picture in general.
No. It won big at, I believe it was the Golden Globes, where it won Best Drama. But that was kind of a shocker, and then I just don't think it should be nominated.
And then also, Black Panther.
Yeah.
And this is coming from someone who loves Marvel. I don't like the idea of a superhero movie winning a Best Picture. But I do believe the big cultural impact they had deserved an Oscar nomination. I could excuse that, right. But I feel like winning a Best Picture would take the seriousness away for the Oscars.
I think in general, it getting nominated was just kind of a statement in itself.
Yeah.
That was the first superhero movie to be nominated.
Before I watched Roma, I really wanted Green Book to win because that movie was just so beautiful. I loved it. It was, I don't know, it was just such a great movie. But Roma, it was such an emotional and beautiful, but not so beautiful because it's a really depressing story. I loved everything about it. And I loved the way he directed it and the way he wrote the story of Roma.
I really liked BlacKkKlansman back in August. I saw it twice in theaters. I thought it was really well put together and great acting and a really cool plot.
Yeah.
But then I saw Roma, and I feel like that movie has the most merit of any of the movies nominated. So I think I would like to see Roma win.
I think Roma and Green Book are the ones that are expected to win.
Right.
I think what's stopping Roma from winning is it's already nominated for Best Foreign Film, and the Academy voters were probably going to be like, oh, we already voted Roma for Best Foreign Picture. Like, we don't have to vote them for Best Picture.
I think Roma would be a great movie to be the first to win foreign language and
definitely.
Best Picture. But for who will win, I think we can agree. So Roma is the favorite listed by most places. If not Roma, then probably Green Book.
What's the wild card?
Wild card, I've been reading Black Klansman and maybe even The Favorite. So those are the wild cards that I'm seeing. Wild cards don't generally win. Usually it's between 1 or 2 movies.
So yeah, that's our take on
That's our
who
take.
wanna win.
Oscars are Sunday.
Yes,
so be
this
sure
Sunday
to tune in. If you don't like all the performances of the Grammys, there aren't that many.
Yeah.
I think
there's
Shallow.
two singer or performances, Shallow and Kendrick Lamar's All the Stars.
Yeah, so
SZA.
So I like the Oscars a lot. I think it's a great
It's my
award
favorite
show.
award show, I'm pretty sure.
Tune in and see how we do. See how our picks, and if you want to see some of those movies, check them out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.